G'day team, it's your old mate, the Kiwi Badger, coming at you from a fairly overcast but humid morning. So, what are we doing? Where are we going? What's up? What's been happening? What's been crack-a-lacking? So, just off to work is where we're going. Okay, still at my old job. Still not going to tell you what it is until I finish that job, and then I'll tell you what job that was. Some of you do know because I've met up with you personally for rides and stuff, and it's been a point of discussion, and you've quite You've kept the secret, which is cool. Thank you very much. Anywho, I was riding to work yesterday on the VTR on Manfred, and obviously that bike draws way more attention than Wolfie because it's loud and obnoxious and more aggressive and so on and so forth. And I was lane splitting through stationary traffic at a traffic light. And I pulled up at the front of the queue next to a police car, and I had the music going in the helmet, so I couldn't hear him, and he was talking, and I just looked straight ahead, and then he flicked on his lights and went whoop whoop, sound of the police, with his horn thing, and I looked over at him. He started talking. I muted the music. He started talking and said, "What do you think you're doing?" I said, "Oh, sorry mate, I don't follow. What do you mean? What do I think I'm doing?" He said, "Pushing your way to the front of the line, it's illegal." I said, "No, it's not. Have a good day." And because the light had turned green, and then he pulled me over on the other side of the lights. It doesn't cease to amaze me still, the amount of people, including the police, who don't know the laws around, I'll say lane splitting, but they don't know the laws around passing for motorcyclists past stationary or slow moving traffic, which is known as filtering or lane splitting. I had to explain to him that the rules are that I have to indicate throughout the whole manoeuvre, remain on the left hand side of the lane and the traffic, remain on the left hand side of the traffic I'm passing within that lane, be able to see 100 metres clearly in front of me, not create a hazard for other motorists, and give due consideration to everyone else. And so I ticked all of those boxes. And I explained that to him, and he went, "Well, that's not accurate." And I said, "Well, it kind of is. I don't want to argue with you. I know you're just doing your job, but look, you're not right." I think people tend to take it better when you say to them, "You're not right," rather than "You are wrong." And so I told him he wasn't right, and he asked me what made me think I was correct, at which point I quoted the Land Transport Act, and and then I had to also tell him that NZTA, or LTSA, the Land Safety Transport Authority of New Zealand, along with ACC, another government department, they are the Accident Compensation Corporation, so they're the people who fund or pay for all the treatments when people have accidents. I explained to him that an outfit called Ride Forever, which is a motorcycle safety group advocacy, which is put together by the Land Transport Authority and ACC, had actually released a document covering lane splitting and how it was not illegal. At which point he said that I shouldn't do it because it's not safe. To which point I put it out the statistics that again he was not correct, that I was 10 times safer to be lane splitting between traffic than to be sitting behind and or in front of cars. And he didn't agree, which I don't really care. That's his opinion. It's not the law. He's not paid to enforce his opinion. He's paid to enforce the law. I kind of also pointed that out to him too. that although he may not agree with it, it still wasn't illegal, and he needs to probably focus on the law as opposed to opinion. I did it in a very nice way, not a condescending way. I didn't take his mana away from him. Mana is a Māori word which describes having respect for someone else, so I wasn't disrespectful in the way I said it. At which point he still wanted to enforce his opinion. I wasn't interested. I was running late for work at that stage, and I just said, look mate, I've got to go. You're going to write me a ticket or not? And he's like, no, I'm not. And I said, didn't think so, and I left. But people want to sit there and argue. I think I'm going to be one of those grumpy people, those grumpy old men that call people out on everything. I don't want to be that guy, but that's the person I'm turning into. You know, I see something, I call bullshit. Someone's wrong, I say, hey mate, look, you're wrong. You know, someone's being a dick, I say, look, you're being a dick. And the problem is, I do filter what comes out of my mouth. I do filter that through my head first, but it still comes out because I just simply don't care. I'm a believer that the world's gotten too PC, far too PC, and without being disrespectful to other people, you can still call a spade a spade. And I think it's important to do so. Because the world just gets ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. If you're not supposed to be doing something, you shouldn't, don't do it. If you know you're not supposed to be on your phone, don't be on your phone. But by the same token, don't be an absolute asshat, right, when someone tells you to get off your phone. Because the one thing I always get is, what are you, the police? No, I'm not the police. I'm not, but I'm a concerned person who shares the same road as you, okay, and I don't want to be hurt because you don't know how to, stay off your bloody phone. Statistics aren't wrong, okay? Statistics, I mean true, proper, accurate statistics, not statistics that have been feathered to prove a point. But proper actual statistics don't lie, okay? Using a mobile phone, especially texting whilst driving, increases the chances of you having an accident 4 times over. 400%, okay? It's something like 60% of drivers, and I don't know the actual statistics, but a majority of drivers use their phones whilst in town. That percentage then drops on the open road because people are obviously more wary when they're on the open road and need to concentrate, but people seem to have this relaxed attitude in town where there's more people, more traffic, and less room for error. They just don't pay attention, they don't look. That's bad enough, but then they're on their bloody phones. And this is the set of lights where I got pulled up yesterday. I did exactly what I've done, same lane and everything. But people just I don't know if they don't care or they're just so caught up in their busy little worlds that they've got to do their own thing. It's so aggravating, especially as a motorcyclist. I wonder where bikers have got attitudes. We've got attitudes because we're sick and tired of being put at risk by people who don't show the care and attention they should with the activity that they're pursuant in, i.e. driving. If you're behind the wheel of a car, bloody drive the car. Don't be texting on your phone. Anyway, I'm turning into a grumpy bastard.